There we go. How about that? Can't hear me. Hello? Testing. One, two, three. Test, test, test. Can you hear me over there on YouTube? How about now? Testing.
I actually don't have any volume with you on my phone. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you.
All right. Technical difficulties in the WWWs. All right. Okay. Thank you for the feedback over there, Jim. Ryan. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Doug. Um, anyway, again, I'm Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Glad you could be here with us. If this is your first time being with us today, make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you click your notification buttons over there on YouTube. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. That helps our algorithms. Again, my name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here. I am filling in for Coach today. He is taking care of some personal business and will be in and out this week. So we're glad you could be here. We will still make money. Why? Because Coach teaches us how to fish and how to navigate everything investing in these markets. I adjust my screen a little bit over here for TikTok. I do apologize for those of you on TikTok right now due to my technical difficulties on my end. I literally have my iPad pointing at my computer screen. I understand that is not a very good view. It is what it is. It allows us to communicate through TikTok. However, I would highly encourage you to go over to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, where you will get the full screen experience. Be more like IMAX rather than watching my iPad screen. But to each his own, however you want to do it. You should always have a backup feed anyway for any of the creators that you watch on your live socials. That way, if that feed goes down, you have another one you can go to. We've even had YouTube go down on us once or twice, and if you had a backup account, you could have went elsewhere to watch. So make sure you click them notification buttons so that you don't miss any future broadcast. All right. So after a little bit slow Thursday, where markets are probably eager to get back into it, there are some international markets overseas that are not open today. So maybe a little lower volume today. We shall see. It doesn't matter because we're going to deal with the markets as we see them. We trade to trade as we see them. We don't form any bias on what we see. We will trade to trade. We learn how to make money going when the market goes up, and we make money when the market goes down, and we even make money when the markets go sideways. So we learn all that from Coach here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Highly encourage you right now to go over and check out our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com. And as you scroll down about halfway down on our landing page, you'll see a link to our free Discord. Go over and grab that. That gets you instant access into the free area of our Discord, where you'll have access to our stock lounge, where you can interact with other members of American Dream Trading. And you can ask questions, discuss trades. There's also some free educational videos and documents in there that you can look at that aren't available elsewhere. And there's some discount channels and some other things in there. Once you become a paid member, of course, that opens up additional channels and trading opportunities for you. We do have a promotion going on here, and that would be our diamond memberships. These are going like hotcakes. These are the creme de creme. These are the cat's meow. This is the all to be all. This is the kitchen sink and everything thrown in with it. This diamond lifetime membership is available for $10,000, one-time payment. However, during this promotional period, we'll allow you to make two payments of $5,000 each. This includes lifetime memberships in our stock options, crypto, and futures membership. It includes everything that we've ever created, instant access. And it also provides anything that we create or release in the future, you'll never have to pay again. It's a one and done type payment that'll be there forever. So I highly encourage you. It's probably the best value of everything that we have. If you threw everything that we do offer to our membership, it'd be over a $50,000 value. The normal price we're going for is at 20,000 right now. Coach is offering these for 10,000, or you can make two payments of 5,000 each. We also have our VIP Gold complete lifetime. That's a combination of our VIP membership and our gold memberships. That provides you with the diamond membership. They provide you up to 12 hours of training each and every day, Monday through Friday, and even training on Saturdays. And we start training and trading at 4 a.m. Eastern Time through 4 p.m. Eastern Time on a live Zoom call where you have access to a live mic and you can ask questions all day long. We also have the regular VIP lifetime and the gold add-on as separate packages. If you already have the VIP and you want to add the gold to that, that is also available. Those are 4,000 each. You can also make two payments of 2,000 each installments. And we also have, which is the one near and dear to my heart, is the Futures Lifetime membership. $4,000 will allow you to also make two payments if you so choose to do that. So head on over to our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com, grab them promos, scroll down about halfway down the page, you'll see a link that will take you to this membership page. Also, our moderator Doug has also put clickable links in our YouTube channel live chat that you can also click on for quick and easy access to those pages in our website. One other thing that we're doing, Coach is giving away $1,000 cold hard cash. And you don't even have to be a member. Just by watching today on our live socials, if you look at the very last clickable link over there on our YouTube channel live chat, you can enter to win $1,000. No obligation on your part. You don't even have to be a member. Well, as it does, basically, it's ran by the Gleam software thing that's built in there that you'll see on a lot of websites when they run contests. Basically, it's asking you to visit our web page and our social media pages, etc. You can enter up to 10 different things there. Everything that you do, that you visit, you get one entry into the drawing. So you can get 10 entries your first day, and then you can come back every day and gain one extra entry by just simply visiting the link. That's all there is to it. Very simple, very easy. Everyone is eligible to participate in this as long as you live in the United States of America. Those outside of the USA are not eligible to participate in that drawing at this time. So head on over there to our YouTube and you can see that in there. You can also find those links inside our free Discord at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Again, my name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at American Dream Trading. Coach is out taking care of some personal business, and so we're going to allow him to do that. We are going to cover for him. We are live 3 times per day here at American Dream Trading. We focus here more on stocks and stock options, those type of things during this 9 to 11 a.m. broadcast, which is done by Coach on a day-to-day basis, Monday through Friday. I am live with the Futures Education and Trading Program from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And then at 5 o'clock over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, our lovely host and moderator is Dawn. She runs the Aftermarket Show. It's a totally different type of program. You can actually join the panel. You can talk to her through an open mic and even a camera if you want to turn your camera on. They will answer your questions there also about anything investment related, trading and related. It's more relaxed. It's after the markets close, hence the title Aftermarket. So check that out starting also at 5 p.m. today. And upon conclusion of all these live broadcasts each day, they are available for immediate review in our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So if you've missed any in the past, you can go right over there and watch that. Big week for earnings. The earnings cycle is starting over again. So we have some big names this week that's going to be having earnings. There's some financial ones, some minor financial ones. The big ones start kicking off tomorrow and for the rest of the week. So watch for that. All of our paid members are already aware of which companies those are. And they are preparing for watching the markets when those things happen. One of the benefits of our paid membership is you get a weekly newsletter. in the VIP Gold and in the Futures memberships. Highlights everything upcoming in the following week, economic news releases day by day and what time they happen, and articles related to the markets. One of the benefits of paid membership. Membership has its privileges. Check us out, AmericanDreamTrading.com. All right, let's make sure that we show Coach that what we can do. He teaches us how to fish every day, right? So that we can do these on our own. Let's go over Coach's rules here real quick. Let me play
some of the rules. Okay, somebody. Perfect question. You're asking the right questions. I like it already. I'm new here. What are the rules? That's what I'm talking about. So again, right? Some of the most basic rules so I can help you guys. Think about this. Stop losses on each and every trade. What does that do? Keeps you from losing your accounts, right? Not hard. Paper trade only when you're a new trader. It makes sure you're not blowing up your accounts. You're not obviously ready for this, am I right? Think about it. Every rule I have is not make money, it's keep your money. Don't trade in the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the day. It's the hardest time of the day. I've been doing this 33 years. It's very hard. I get chopped up all the time, and I'm like, ooh, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Oh, I'm going to do it again. Oh, stop. I'm doing it to protect you. Right? If you're a new trader, don't trade in the first 30 minutes because it is the most volatile, right? Until time, right? Until we get the shift change when volume comes in again at 10 o'clock. Because why? The very beginning is like this. Yo. Typically, after the first 30 minutes, it will try to decide which way do I want to go today. I'm avoiding you getting wrecked, right? Last hour of the day is power hour. High volume. Hedge fund managers making the things happen, trying to get markets to move the way they want. I'm telling you to stay out of it. So if you're like, I keep getting burned up, why are you doing it? Right? Journal. It's for your own mental strength so that you can see what you are doing on a daily, consistent basis. That's all it is for. Did I trade it right or did I trade it wrong? What should I have done? What could I do better? That is what it's for, right? It's your homework every day. You guys can go back and review your trades and go over your journal. What should I have done right there? Why did that not work out? It will help you, right? You're strengthening your brain and you're getting rid of your own stuff. Small position sizes. I say that because usually when you go in too large, your emotions take over. You're not trading robotically. You're not trading the trades. You'll end up blowing up your accounts, right? That's when we make a lot of mental mistakes. All the difference was we're going in too big. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. Again, notice the stop part is the most important. Stop out the losers so you don't continue to lose money. If you find yourself in these bleed out sessions, I hope. It's going to come back. We'll see. It's coming down to support. It broke that support. Maybe this next stop. Draw a line in the sand. Use the stop. And then when you guys go green, right? You're like, I'm up 100. I'm taking that. That's my daily. That's what I told myself. That's what I told myself. If I can make 100, I'm going to take that. It could have turned into 2,000. Why are you taking 100? Let the runners run. I notice I never said take all the runners off the table. Never said that. I've never said that in my life. We use the shedding technique. We collect as it goes. We take off as it goes because that way we are guaranteeing locking in realized profits. Remember, nothing is realized until you actually click, right, the sell button. All these rules are in place, ladies and gentlemen. They're there to help you. If you can't do these very basic things we talk about, right, how are you going to advance? Stop saying, woe is me. Stop saying, I don't get it. Stop saying, I'm not a good trader. I guess I'm never going to get it. Yeah. Because you can't follow my basic rules. They're there for a reason. Again, follow the freaking rules, right? And listen, I know when I get on you guys, I don't get to sell anything and I don't get to make any money. And it's just, I don't care. I need you guys to understand so that you guys can get ahead in life. This is what we're doing this for, right? So when I'm in this mode, right? And again, like, oh, I'm not listening to any of this. You need to listen to all this. This is where the secret sauce, this is the golden nuggets, not the coach, just call out that runner. That isn't going to do you any good, right? It doesn't matter. There's 8 million people in this room. We could call out stuff all day long. You could just hear us shouting stuff. That isn't going to help anybody. If you don't know what to do with it, what good does it matter if one is up or one is down? That means nothing to anybody if you don't know how to handle it. You might get lucky and catch a momentum, and you're like, oh, I'm a great trader, and you just keep getting out a million times. It's because it's been going in the same direction all damn day, right? Can you duplicate it? Can you recreate the process every day consistently? This is all about consistency, okay?
Of your total account in any given day. What is 3% of your total account? If you do not already know that answer off the top of your head, as soon as I just asked that question, you have no business trading today. You're breaking coach's number one rule: limit your losses. If you don't know what that number is, don't trade until you do. Do the math. Because when you hit that number, you need to stop for the day and figure out what's going on with your trading. All right. So let's keep that in line. It's meant, his coach's rules, like he said, are not there to make you money. They're there to help preserve your account. New traders, as always, you should stay out of the market the first half hour of the day, at least the first 15 minutes, to give the no sound again. What is going on here? What is going on? Going on. Hello, hello, hello. YouTube's saying they can't hear me. Oh, Drewski, you can hear it? I wonder what's going on there. Oh, anyway, apologize. I don't know what's going on over there. Everybody else can hear me okay then? About TikTok, again, you're listening through my iPad that I have pointed at my screen until we can resolve the issues on my end. Hopefully that will be here pretty soon. So
I don't know.
This is the view that you are getting. All right. YouTube, can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now?
I actually hear it over there, Mark.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's when I'm switching between videos or some little delay there. I don't know. Anyway, good. All right. Thank you, Drewski, over there on YouTube. Thank you for that feedback. All right. So if you're new traders, stay out. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, just real quick. There's some residual fear from Friday's week close and Fed rhetoric and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple days prior to the end of the week, and we've had a 3-day weekend, so the market really doesn't necessarily know what to do with it.
Speaking of hot stock picks, UPXI, our members were taking advantage of that this morning. It went from basically $2 to $12 briefly, very briefly. Members made quite a bit of money off that. Again, one of the benefits of being a paid member of American Dream Trading. They took advantage of that from 2 to 12. Imagine if you just had 100 shares of that this morning. So that is still hanging up there around 11 bucks. It's bouncing around now. It's kind of settled down between 10 and $11. So that was a hot stock pick today. Also had a little bit of a run on MLGO, among others. So anyway, for our paid members and people listening, whenever you see something moving, make sure you call it out. Make your call out short, sweet, and to the point, and mute your mics immediately thereafter. For those of you who are listening, you will hear things being called out. Okay. Like somebody might say Apple to the upside or Apple to the downside or Tesla to the upside. Those are not inducements to buy. Our members are trained to go and take a look at those things, because even between the time that somebody sees it and calls it out, it may have already changed. So they are never an inducement to buy. So never go buy something just because you hear somebody mention it. All it is say, hey, go take a look at it and see what you think. It's up to each individual to decide what to do with that information, to buy it, sell it, whatever. Don't take a look at it. So do not mimic what you see or hear on American Dream Trading. Neither I or anyone else associated with AmericanDreamTrading.com are licensed financial advisors, and as such, we cannot give financial, investment, or tax advice at any time. This is for educational purposes only. So for more information, head to our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com. Head over there, grab that free Discord. All right, we got about 3 minutes till the market opens. Let's be careful. What we do here is we make money when the markets go up. We learn how to make money when the markets go down. And we even know how to make money when the markets go sideways, because Coach has educated us on how to do that. And so we learn to trade the trades in front of us. We don't try to guess where it's going to go. We don't form a bias. Oh, well, the market was down Thursday, it should shoot up today, right? Well, we don't do any of that. Oh, I heard somebody on TV talking about something. It's going to go to the moon. Well, yeah, until it does, we're not trading it, right? We're going to trade the trade that's in front of us using the trading strategies that Coach teaches us here every day. As you can see, there is a general downslide to the markets. They're pretty flat now on the major indices, such as SPY, the Qs, which is the NASDAQ. Take a look at these real quick here. Kind of flat, right? And it kind of pulled back. And what else do we got? We got the Russell 2000, which is also hanging down. So they're all pretty much mirroring each other. They pulled down in the pre-market this morning and are in the process figuring out what they want to do. Again, there may be a little bit lighter volume in the overall world markets today due to countries overseas still observing the Easter holiday. So you might see maybe a little less volume today. So anyway, trade smart. Watch your microphones on your call outs, preferably focus on the EWO. When you see the first bar, make sure you call that out so that we can take a quick peek at it. Other than that, we're glad that you could be here with us today. Coach is out taking care of some personal matters. My name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Hello, everybody. Thank you for sharing those lives. If this is your first time here, I apologize to those on TikTok. This is a temporary view due to technical issues on my end, so I'm literally having my iPad pointing at my screen until I can resolve those issues. Coach is out today taking care of some personal matters, so we will be filling in for him. We have about 30 seconds till the market's open. Make sure that, again, once you do, I call out that you mute your mic immediately afterwards so that you don't say anything over an open mic you wouldn't want people to hear. And that happens. So here we go, about 15 seconds. Again, if you're a new trader, stay out of the markets the first half hour. Let the markets decide what they want to do and form a direction of potential movement. And here we go. We're ready to start here. All right, we got the Russell coming up a little bit here. Again, a little bit of movement to the upside. Nothing huge. And why do I have things here buzzing at me? There we go. Delete that. SPY coming up. It's 200 on the 2-minute chart. Again, see what we got going on over here. All right, Apple way upside, big strong move upward. AMD also pull back up there a little bit. Excuse me, I move some things around here on my other screen so I can see what I'm doing. All right, what else we got? We got the Russell stair stepping up, and NVIDIA really shooting up also as we speak. It's at the 200 MA on the 2-minute chart. Careful there again. Do not chase candles thinking something's going way up or way down. Let things settle down, especially on these large candles. You can usually expect a 50% pullback when you get a large gamma candle. So as you can see, that's more than a 50%, but you can see the pullback there on NVIDIA. Why they take profits after running it up so fast. Apple has done the same thing. The big pullback on the big gamma candle. That's why we ask you to hang on. Don't be jumping in here this early. What else we got going on here? Meta uninspiring, as is Microsoft. Let's see. Tesla's to the downside. Tesla to the downside. Tesla's earnings, I believe, come out tomorrow. So expect some volatility there with Tesla. Tesla's now pulling to the downside. Doesn't mean that's where it's going to go all day, folks. Just means where it's at presently. Yeah, right. What else we got going on here? There's Tesla at the bottom of the regression channel. I'll figure out what it's going to do. This is Coach's 2.0 indicators that you see on my screen for Trading View.
SPY in a week, 2-minute EWO to the upside due to the pullback, but it looks like it's trying to recover.
Thank you. Tesla bounced off the bottom of the channel there. SPY. It's kind of flat at the moment, as are the Qs. Qs also looking about the same. Apple's starting to try to make a recovery from the big pullback at the open. Right now, you want to wait and see what's going to happen if you're not already in the trade. Meta, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon all flat. AMD also pulled back. IWM is now pulling down.
He was testing the 200.
Thank you.
With SPY, remember what we talk about with the EWO strategy, right? Where are the indicators? Where are they positioned? Is it flat?
Correct.
Is it too early to jump right in? Yes, it is.
Yep.
So just stay patient. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep, everything's jammed up in the indicators right now, right? Trust your indicators. Trust your indicators.
Hot stock pick UPXI to the upside.
There we go. Wow, look at that thing take off up to 13 bucks, 13.07, down from $2 early trading this morning. That our members took advantage of it. Again, know your levels on your charts.
IWM double bottom.
Thank you. Take another look here. I have charted only up to about. Thank you. IWM. It looks like you got some levels up here at the $14 mark, which would be psychological anyway. But there it did peak in the past up to there. Yep, which is approaching as we speak. So make sure you know where your levels are at when you're trading these hot stock picks. Again, do not chase candles. That's a sure way to lose money. If you're not already in it, wait for adjustments. All right, Apple trying to stair step up. Coming back up to test previous levels. You watch that 194-ish, 05-ish level there, 194.5 levels. AMD is flat. as is Amazon. Some of these the bigger stocks are just sitting flat. Google, also unimpressive.
Here keeps moving up.
Thank you.
New high.
There we go. We do have IPOs. It looks like there's a couple good ones today that could have some potential for our paid members. They get an IPO list every single day for them to check out. There's always potentials there. IWM testing this, holding this double bottom down here at around the 184 and a quarter area, give or take a few pennies. So keep an eye there. All right, where we got SPY. Again, SPY to the downside. Again, give the market time to settle down. It's actually very choppy this morning. Very choppy. Google doing a bounce off. Thank you. Google bouncing off the bottom here. Trying to anyway. Again, know your levels. Close my video chart by accident. Wrong button. Nvidia pulled hard. Testing a triple bottom. Nvidia testing a triple bottom on the 2-minute chart. Again, know where your double bottoms, double tops, and triple bottoms, triple tops. Those are all points of support and resistance. Nvidia is still pulling, trying to break and hold below the triple bottom to the downside. Second red EWO on SPY, first bar on Nvidia to the downside. EWO, second red EWO on IWM. Again, Nvidia coming back up to the triple bottom level. Look at SPY. So I did bounce down there to double bottom, did not hold down there, retraced. Again, these large gamma candles, always expect a retracement on them. Wait for it to things to settle down. Don't be jumping in on it. All right, Nvidia still battling. What you see on my screen is TradingView. It's a charting software. We're not associated with TradingView in any way here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. It's just my favorite charting software personally. It's one of the largest ones used, independent softwares used worldwide. You can check it out, TradingView.com. You can attach certain brokers and trade through the software actually, which is actually a pretty good experience. Apple trying to figure out what it wants to do, just consolidating right now, as is AMD. Amazon is pulling down through its double bottom, its bottom level there. Got to watch that 167 and a half, 45 there. Watch that as a critical level there. Again, TikTok, I apologize for the view. If you want a full screen view, please head on to our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. This is a temporary solution. Nvidia still trying to get that red EWO after pulling back from it, but it's still testing that triple bottom. Will it break and hold below? About to see here. Again, still volatile.
MLGO halted up.
Thank you. MLGO halted to the upside. Again, another hot stock pick that our members were trading this morning around the 670 level. It is now up to, what is that, 10 and a half plus? I'm telling you, people. Yep. Membership has its privileges. Had you been hanging out with us this morning, the pre-market while we were trading, there's two minor stocks there that have really taken off. You do the math. Almost $4 a share on MLGO, and UPXI is up about $10 a share. You do the math on what 100 shares would have made you on that, on a $2 a share play. All right. Let's keep our heads about it.
Mark,
Yes, ma'am.
thanks to UPXI, I got my futures money back.
All right. Good job. Good job. Like that? Cash. Here. Apple gang over there on our live Apple chat channel inside our Discord for our paid members. They're over there battling it out right now. They're being patient, led by one of our moderators over there, David. Again, things you hear our members call out are not an inducement to buy. They're just simply saying, hey, you might want to take a look at it. Doesn't mean the call out's accurate. It's just saying, hey, take a look at it. Everybody is trained here on how to make their own decisions. All right, so let's get an overall view of the market in the first 10 minutes. S&P 500 is down 1%, NASDAQ down 1.3%, and the Russell's down 0.8%, and the Dow is down 0.85% for right now. Gold hit a new record level high today, as did the foreign currencies market due to the dollar being down. Again, big earnings week. A lot of major companies releasing, especially starting tomorrow. Tomorrow will be an exciting day in the markets, tomorrow and Wednesday morning, for those making plays on earnings. All right, NVIDIA just doesn't know. Everything's just flat, folks. It's just the way they're trying to decide where they want to go here. Tesla is still to the downside. Kind of slowing down a little bit. Their earnings, I believe, are tomorrow. Again, there will be a little bit reduced volume today with some foreign markets overseas that are closed today, observing the Easter holiday.
Use first too many evil to the downside.
Thank you. You know, trust your indicators. You don't want to be trading when they're jammed up on your major indicators. Trust your indicators. Trust your historical levels that you have charted on your charts. Trade it accordingly. NVIDIA's trying to break and hold down there. Still hasn't quite decided. Broke back up here again. It's really fighting to get down through this 97.80-ish level there. Tough support level. It is on its second red EWO, even though it is weak. You would need to wait for a break and hold off the triple bottoms before considering entry. AMD is pulling also in the chip sector there. Again, they're all at these critical levels right now. Trying to break through this strong level of support, the 85.30-ish level. Again, wait for break and holds before considering entry. AMD, thank you. AMD is also trying to form its first red EWO bar. Tesla still stair-stepping down. Large wicks on these candles. They're really fighting over the prices up and down. Very volatile. Makes it tough to have good stops when you have that much movement in one candle. All right. See what we're doing here.
First 15-minute candle did not break.
on
IWM.
IWM. Thank you. And what Uncle Vinny there is talking about is the 15-minute candle rule. If it does not break and hold above pre-market levels in the first 15-minute candle, there is a likelihood that it will have a downward trend. Again, it's just a general rule, just to keep an eye on it. Does not necessarily mean it's true. There's no one trading indicator or one trading philosophy that's right 100% of the time. It's just one of them more often than not type of things. AMD, nice move to the downside. It's still trying to break and hold. Be careful here before entry. Second red, EWO. There's a confirmation candle to the downside. AMD to the downside. 2-minute charts. Again, there's your confirmation candle. Let's see if it's going to hold, though. It doesn't look like it has enough energy to get it to where we really want to go to the downside. So let's make sure you're evaluating before entry. There's your break. This is your confirmation candle. And as you can see, it's kind of running out of steam. I'm not really convinced at this point, personally. However, it is, and on this second EWO candle, it just does not have that energy I'd like to see in a candle to the downside, but we'll see. They're still just kind of fighting there. All right, SPY broke and hold below the double bottom. Again, see if this has enough energy for a downward movement. Low of 518.99. I was just called 519, off a penny. So again, it's coming up on that regression channel. Again, these are Coaches 2.0 indicators you see on the chart, which comes with your paid membership for every level: VIP, Gold, crypto, futures, and diamond members have this as part of their paid membership. All right, SPY is testing down here at this regression channel. See if we're going to hold. It's battling out right there. AMD is still struggling to push downward.
Mark, ES is testing at 7:30 and 8 o'clock lows. Good morning.
Morning, sir. ES that he called out is the futures version of SPY. In fact, it's the father of SPY, if you want to look at it that way. Tesla's just trying to step off the bottom. It's weak also. We just don't have the strength that we're looking for here for any definitive movements up or down. So make sure you employ the appropriate trading strategies to your trades. UPXI is holding its own. MLGO is unhalted. Or is it? Yep. And it pulled off the top there. MLGO has been hanging around for quite a few weeks off and on, showing a little bit of movement once in a while. NVIDIA holding to the bottom. Again, that triple bottom is just really acting like a strong magnet. Of course, it's resistance now that has to break up through it. But that level of support, there's just really super strong there. Wait for that to play out so you don't get your face ripped off. Broke back up through temporarily. Good morning. Apple consolidating. AMD consolidating. Amazon still holding down, coming down to that critical level, 167.45, is trying to bounce off of that. Google's consolidating down there at the bottom, as is IWM. Again, we'll wait and see what happens here at 10 o'clock when we get increased volume. Increased volume does not mean it's going all the way up or all the way down. It's just that. It's just volume. Volume is what moves the markets. Apple for a nice bounce. AMD, we just looked at. Look at that big bounce off there. Again, big gamma candle. Expect a 50% retracement at times. Why you don't chase candles. Getting a break and hold above support there. Has some energy up. Again, everything it broke through on the way down, folks, it's got to break on the way back up. You can see how this all here, these things were consolidated here earlier before the market opened. You know, you can see that visually. Always look back on your chart, see where things were at. Those will be levels that they'll want to try to break back up through. Even if you don't have an actual line there, you can still see it visually. Well, Soxol's reacting. Soxol itself, which is a semiconductor ETF, is really just basically flat. Now it is a 3x, so the movements you get 3x the profits. You also get 3 times the losses when it does pull back. The Soxol is a reflection of the semiconductor sector, which is flat.
For those looking at Newsmax, Mark, they might want to look back 5 days and be careful. It's coming to its low.
Thank you.
Well, Mark, that's an important thing to point out about Soxel, because if you're going up 100%, that's great.
Right.
Down, it's not so fun.
Yeah, even if it comes down 25%, you just lost 75%, right?
And you got it. Yeah, you got it. It's never meant to be a long-term investment.
Nope. And what it is you'll hear our members talk about it. It's a lower cost alternative to playing in the chip sectors. You got to stay on top of it, because boy, if it does pull back, that's 3x to the downside, 3x to the upside. So this kind of thing here, I don't know if you really want to play chop. Not financial investment advice, but be careful. A lot of these ETFs are ×2, ×3. You need to be careful. Make sure when you play these alternate ETF plays that you're aware of that.
Please try to state a specific call out for the first half hour.
Tesla, flat at the bottom. UPXI, it's got energy holding it up there. I mean, it's not doing anything exciting at the moment, but it is holding there. MLGO, pulling way back now. Nvidia. Yep, unexciting at the moment, folks. Patience is required. Do not force your trades. Something usually runs here and there, so don't be trying to, squeeze out of something, some profits out of something that doesn't exist. Sit on your hands if needed. That's part of investing in day trading, is having patience waiting for this setup. Trust your indicators.
New low.
Thank you. I got a level down there at that 518, which is quite a ways from where it's at now, but still. All right, what else we got?
For small accounts, DWTX, I think it just halted up on a 50-cent move.
Thank you. There's DWTX. Again, try not to trade anything you don't have charted out ahead of time. As you can see, look at that. Right where it halted at is a triple top area. You got some key levels here on the upside if it would continue to go up. Quick and easy way is to throw it on a 4-hour chart, try to find your levels and chart them out. Only takes a few seconds to do it. To the upsides, look for levels to the downside in case it pulls back on you. It literally only takes a few seconds to come up here. You can see visually where you have multiple touches, right? That way you can get some lines, levels on there, see where this might go. That's all that took, all that 20, 30 seconds to do all that. Now I have a map to the upside if I would choose to play this. Still waiting for a $14 breakout on UPXI. Right. 5 minutes to shift change. Will there be an influx of volume? By the way, those watching on the social media platforms, we do this 3 times a day. Coaches live from 9 to 11. I am live with the Futures Education and Trading Program from 2 to 4. And over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, we have the aftermarket show with our host, Don, at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. If you have any questions, feel free to type them into your social media chat box, and we will try to answer them as time allows. And also, we have moderators within those channels that are there also to help answer those questions. All right. Daniel, he said, what's your strategy? Well, I'm sharing my screen. That's my strategy this morning. Filling in for Coach. I don't trade live while I'm sharing my screens and talking. I employ personally 2 main strategies. I'm basically a scalper now, and a 2-minute EWO strategy. Those are the 2 main that I employ. I like playing off the break and hold of the 9 EMA for scalping, and letting the runners run and taking profits that way. That's one of the many strategies that Coach teaches us. And as you can see, as Paul mentioned earlier, expect this kind of thing, right? So we can make money when the markets go up. We can make money when the markets goes down. And apparently, we're going to have to start making money when the market's going sideways. And how do we do that? Well, you can channel trade, you can scalp candles, many things that you can employ. And probably the best one, if you're not a master at that, is to literally sit on your hands and keep your dirty hands off the mouse and wait for the setup that you're looking for. Traders, especially new traders, get very impatient when the market's like this and they try to squeeze something out that they got hopium that's it's going to make them a few dollars, and it ends up pulling right back on them, and they end up taking a hit. So patience is something that nobody can teach you. You have to develop that on your own. AMD testing the bottom here again. See, it's generally.
If that was your strategy with AMD, how far back would you look to, in general, just look at how low it is compared to where it was maybe 4, 5, 6 days ago?
If that's my strategy, like I mentioned, I'm going to trade the trade that's in front of me. I'll have lines on my chart. As you can see, I don't trade AMD. I would have lines there so I know my levels, and I'd be trading the break and the hold below the 9 and each level as it approaches it. That's how I would personally do this trade. It has broken held. That would have actually been my entry, would have been this candle back here. Could have wrote it down here. I know that I got this regression channel. I could have played it to there. Again, having my finger on the mouse, it would be a pure scalp, ready to exit at a moment's notice. Since I don't have lines on here, I don't trade anything if I don't know the levels, right? So I would go back and look and like put it on a 4-hour chart. As you can see, I don't chart this, so I don't trade it. So I mean, I can go right here real quick and get these 4-hour levels, to get me started, right? You can see right there, I can go back to my 1-minute chart, and now I got at least something down there somewhere. See, now I got a couple lines on my chart. So I know I have at least something there. Now, would I want to go to a 2-minute chart? Yes, I would take the time to do that, but to go back and take levels. But when I'm in a hurry, I will go to the 4-hour chart, and I would have been, if I was going to trade this, the break and holds, I don't care which one it is, I will trade the break and holds below the 9 to the downside. That would have been my entry, and I'd be in pure profit right now. Also, you could have employed, which would have been a little bit, made me personally a little bit nervous, but on a 2-minute chart, I could have employed the 2-minute EWO trading strategy, and right there's the next bar larger than the first. Could have entered there, and look what had happened. It had to deal on that chop. So with all this low volume and indecision, my approach personally is 1, sit on your hands. Number 2, if I am going to trade things, I'm going to be pure scalping in and out. That is me. I'm not implying that anybody else do that, but I do love the break and hold.
And somebody pointed out 10 a.m., excuse me.
Yes, as right now, volume shift change now. All that means is a slight influx of volume. Doesn't mean the markets are going to crash or go to the moon or any of those kind of things. It just means there's volume. And as you can see, AMD is pulling still. Great trade to the downside had I employed the break and hold to the downside. You could trade this trade right down to, I would be watching this 84.50-ish level. Apple pulling hard also as the rest of the market. Apple to the downside, Google to the downside, approaching a critical level down there, that 148 something, 65, I believe it is. What did I say?
All big seven to the downside.
Yes.
It's a good example right there on A&D, Mark. You have to have the patience and make smart decisions. But
Yep.
that green candle right there on an EWO would have freaked you out.
Yep.
Right?
It would have probably stopped you out.
Yep. You have to have your stop set, decent amount of space, and then let the trade work. Because if you get out on that green candle, then you're not going to really be successful at the EWO strategy.
Correct. Yeah, and even though it did take off there briefly, right, and stopped there, could have stopped their way out, which I probably would have got stopped out had I been doing an EWO based on my average stops, but it didn't break and hold above, did it? So.
It didn't break and hold VWAP. The indicators are crossing. All the things are working in your favor. So
Yep.
you just have to have a little bit of patience to get out too fast, and you're gonna kick yourself later.
S&P coming to a critical level to the downside. Boy, if this doesn't hold here, watch for a pull to the downside, possibly, right? So. You could go right here.
With UPXI as well, it's got a 52-week high of 1591. So if you had visions of grandeur of that going to the moon, it's kind of topped out. Not saying it won't get past that. It's got news, but yeah. So be careful about holding on to that. Oh, it's going to go back up. It's high. It's $15. So.
Mm-hmm. See, this is what I want to show you here just for demonstration purposes. This is my paper trading account. This is the danger that you can get into. Again, this is not real money. But here, oh, it broke. It broke below that critical level. I'm jumping in. Well, did it break and hold? Right? You need to make sure you have a confirmation candle. Now, look what happened. If I'd have jumped into this trade, could this pull back on me? See, right now I'm in a losing trade because, oh, it's going down. It broke that level. Well, it didn't break and hold, right? And now look what happened, right? Now I'm losing money, right? So that's why you need to be careful when you enter trades. You got to be patient and wait for that setup, right? So may very well go down, but you want to wait and make sure it's going to. It's not doesn't guarantee it, but it gives you a stronger indication. Apple, second red EWO to the downside, coming down to double bottom area here. SPY. The volume just kind of stopped there, didn't it? Still moving.
SPY is a printing machine right now. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Yep.
Yeah, you can look at ES 6 days ago, and you can see some bottoms on ES.
Yep. Chart your charts out. Everything's pulling, as of course SPY is reflecting the pull, right? It's a representation of 500 companies. And NASDAQ's a representation of 100 companies. And the Russell, well, there's multiple Russells, but the Russell 2000, of course, is a representation of 2,000 small caps. So Apple come down to that critical level and it held up there. Again, see, knowing your historical levels and having them charted out before you start even trading is important. Again, my lines are off here a little bit. I'm a futures trader. That's my jam. So I haven't been updating any of my charts or anything. So my levels aren't probably that accurate. Well, I can tell you they're not that accurate. I just put some lines on there for points of reference. But you can see how this tends to keep coming down here and respecting these levels. And these are the things that are going on for our VIP Gold members over in Apple Live Chat, where they focus solely on trading Apple. And there's a bunch of people in there, and they're talking about the trade. And again, they're not telling each other when to get in or out, but they do discuss the trade. They'll discuss levels, but there's no saying buy or sell or any of that because that would be illegal. Amazon still a nice pull to the downside. If you got into that at the open, you would be in the big money to the downside. That one really never had a major pullback since the open. Google.
Buy right now, this is where you shade or raise your stop, not financial advice.
Yep. And see how it too. That break and hold that we tell you to wait on that I just demonstrated, right? There's the break, but it's just no energy there to hold it to the downside yet. Now, will it? Well, maybe if people get nervous, it sits there too long, they may start using their emotions instead of their head, right? And start selling off. We don't know. We trade the trades in front of us. AMD bounced off that level. There, see that?
What time frame were you on SPY? Because it looked really different.
Mm-hmm.
Mark,
Excuse me?
what time frame were you on?
2 minute.
SPY?
I was on the 2 minute. Yeah, I would trade this on the 1 minute, quite honest with you. I just had it on the 2 minute for the EWO sake. Yeah, the indices like SPY and the Qs and stuff, I normally would trade on the 1 minute, but if you're doing a 2 minute EWO, well, there's your play, right? So Amazon, man, Amazon's nice. The one of the plays this morning here. Look at that downside. Tesla also just falling out. Look at that. Whoo! Who's in Tesla puts? You're rich. There you go. Same thing, right? You're actually making, what is that, 2x? TSL? Yep. Nice down. Again, earnings out tomorrow. You can read the consensus of what people think Tesla's going to say tomorrow online. Do your own market research. Do my little thingy jigger here. Get kicked off of. There we go. Hey, I caught the TikTok puzzle thing this time. Dodged getting kicked off of TikTok here for a minute. All right, what else we got going on? All right, let's take a quick look, see what kind of questions, if they haven't been answered by one of our moderators that hang out over there. Let's see, over on YouTube. Okay. Jay Slim, question for those who are in the YouTube chat who have a membership with American Dream Trading. Is there a significant difference in pointers of help and advice? The significance is an understatement there, Jay. What you are seeing here during these free lives is literally just the tip of the iceberg. We have live training 12 hours per day. All you're seeing is a little snippet here for 2 hours. Obviously, we can't deep dive into any training or answer, members' questions during these live broadcasts in a manner, that we can spend a lot of time on. Our paid members get 12 hours of live training every day, Monday through Friday, on a live Zoom call. They can open up their microphones, as you've heard some of our members pointing out different stocks here that we're moving. They can ask questions. We even have a Zoom chat that they can type it in if they don't want to use their microphones. Not to mention all the training materials that we have. Yes, there's. You are even seeing the tip of the iceberg. It will blow your mind, melt your brain when you come over and see all the things that we have over here for paid membership. Paid membership does have its privileges. We do have a low-cost entry point. It's kind of a kick the tires kind of membership, premium membership. It's kind of the starter one. It's $125 a month. It'll get you in the door that way. That does not get you the 12. The premium membership, it does not get you that 12 hours. You would get live training starting at 8:45 a.m. each and every day through 4 p.m. Does not get you access to all the premium things, that training that goes on that the VIP, Gold, and Diamond members get, but it is still a good value for the money and get you in and you can see what's going on. And we would welcome you with open arms. Come in and check it out. Head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com for further information. Tesla,
UPXI.
UPXI. Ooh, broke at 14. Ooh, look at that.
So 15.
Oh, or 50. Yeah, broke 15 on top, right? Every whole dollar would be a psychological area, right? To watch. Guess what? Our members were in this at around $2 this morning, and it's now up to basically $15. $17 is heading to whatever. It's the next big level. Doesn't mean it's going to go there. Again, they had news. Our members were made aware of that news this morning. Matter of fact, one of our members added, 35% to their total account trading this morning? Or was it more than that? It was, let me see, scroll back up here and look at that message, if I can find it. Man, you guys talk a lot in the chat in here. A lot of messages. Anyway, it was big. That's I'm gonna scroll back through all those. But yes, it was an account changer just on this one little stock that probably nobody's ever heard of before. Amazing. Apple bouncing off the bottom, trying to make a push to the upside. See what happens. There we go. It's off that bottom where it's been consolidating for a while. Again, it's got a lot of indicators to break through there, including VWAP. I get too excited. It's got some critical levels. Does it have enough energy today to do it is a different story. Take a peek at SPY. SPY's just holding out down there. Probably be said that even though I don't have this charted out, I would want to slide that down, tweak that line a little bit there. Just see how that looks.
I called it 5 minutes ago.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't been trading stock options since at least November. Been doing futures exclusively. So my charts, I've blanked them out and thrown some lines on them here and there, but it's not that I can't. I just don't. There we go. What else we got? Amazon's kind of trying to get a little bit of bounce off the bottom.
Well, SPY, if you're thinking about scalping on the upside, you want to wait to be above 517 and confirm that. This is why.
It just doesn't have the energy to get it there, does it? Nope.
Yeah, that's why I say you want to wait, and then right now it's channeling that little micro channel from 516.25 to 516.85. Basically, it's a.
What do you have below 516.30s?
Wrong number after that 516, and then. After that was our level, but the next one will be. I have a massive level at 514.80.
Thank you. Yeah, I got my line on my charts down at 512.80, so it's just
round number after that, and on the downside. Half number, round number. That's as usual.
That's what we do here at American Dream Trading. We will help out. Oh, hey, I don't have a level there. Who's got one? And somebody will holler it out. Again, no inducement to buy or sell. It's just helping each other and get some quick levels. Now, could I have found that level on my own? I most certainly could. I could have put it on a 4-hour chart and went back and scrolled back and found some good support levels. Sometimes it's quick and easy just to say, hey, somebody got it, right? But again, if you're going to trade something, you should have it all fully charted out before you initiate a trade on it. Wow. Big chip announcement. Hawaii is going to do some mass shipments in a battle against NVIDIA. So that's some big news there. Of course, that's self-released news, but still. Big battle going on in the chip sector for dominance. Nvidia, nice play, still to the downside. Google's stair-stepping a little bit. Yeah. There's money to be made here.
Yeah, Mark, this weekend, All In had a broadcast, and they were basically implying that like 47% of NVIDIA's business is exposed to potential China business.
Yes.
Which is really, I think.
Yep. Well, even more so from all the publicity and all the things they've done, great things they've done as a company over the last couple of years. Now, first time somebody says something bad or they release bad news, it's a big shock, right? And everybody freaks out. Does that change the company and how they operate in one news cycle? No, of course not, right? But news will always override technicals.
Sorry to interrupt.
That's good. Call outs first. It's got a break and hold below this level. There's your break.
515. It's a big candle, so.
It's got some power to it.
Yeah, this is 40 cents candle. Yeah, that's fine.
Again, SPY puts. Anybody got NM? Doing very well. It's been a slow crawl down, but it's been a nice steady one down.
It's not filled up fast enough, so missed the trend on that one. Happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, quite honestly, things were choppy at the open, right? If you armchair quarterback this chart back to the beginning, like, oh, I should have got in there. Well, we all seen what it was actually doing. The candles, when you look back, don't tell you the whole story because you don't know how many times that was going red, green at that time. So, but everything is to the downside as we speak.
Put has me 35% up on my account.
All right.
I got the first leg of the downside, so I'm not complaining to have missed that little pull. It's fine.
I mean, Nvidia's beautiful to the downside. Tesla's kind of consolidating a little bit now. Look at UPXI. Holy cow. Is anybody still in the UPXI? Holy cow. Look at that thing go. Wow.
I have 2 shares of it, and pretty good.
Yeah.
$20 for 2 shares.
Look at that thing.
80 shares, almost 100%.
Atta boy.
That's a great one for small accounts. Really good one.
Well, yeah, from $2 to $17, $18. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
700% is good for any account, Nana.
Yes, it is.
What I mean is like if you have a small account, you cannot buy some expensive. That's great for small account. For someone who want to build it.
Look at that thing
But
climb.
it's great for everybody. But.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to go back and redo my chart because I don't have any lines above that. So I'm going to go back here and look at a 4-hour chart. I'm going to scroll back till I get me some information here. Oh, I'm not going to get in a period. Hey, green is green.
76%.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, we're here staring at these big boy stocks and could have been making millions watching these little ones, huh? So.
EGLY is moving.
Thank you. Again, I'm not zooming in here real tight on these, but I'm just kind of getting a rough idea here, something to look at. I could zoom in and get it more accurate, but when I'm in a hurry, I will just go in here, do a big wide out view. If I really want to tweak it, then I can do it after the fact. But that gives me at least a little bit of a roadmap to look at, right? See what we're going to do here. Just trading it. Yep. See, now I got lines to go now up there, something to look at. Again, these aren't going to be super accurate, but they're close, right? Sometimes trading is good as throwing hand grenades, right? Sometimes close is good enough. Now, if I was actually in this trade, yes, I would tweak those lines, make them a little bit more accurate. All right, UPXI for the win. And then WTX kind of died off, didn't it? MLGO, is that still running or not? Nope. Well, it dumped, but yeah, it's consolidating. Look at that go. Got a big wall at 1816. Let's see if it can break that down. Oh, look at it break that down. Ooh, it broke most of it down. And people are throwing orders in there at 18. 18 is psychological level. Here's 1816. It should get a nice bump if it breaks and holds that level, 1816. Oh, now they're throwing orders in at 1810. It sits there too long. People get nervous. They start throwing in their sell orders. You got one at 1810 now. It's going to have to break that first before it can hit that 1816. 1810. Still trying. Looking at my L2 here on my screen. As you can see there, right? All right. There you got, just watch all those double tops. You got to bust back through them, right? As a matter of fact, you're approaching it as we speak, right? You always know your double tops. There it is. It broke that 1816 level. Look at it go. It wants to go up there now. Again, this is not an inducement to buy. This is one of those deals where you already had to be in it. You don't want to chase it. It's up to you to decide when to get into something like this. You got walls there at 19. Look at it. That's what's on my screen right now. UPXI. 19 heading to 20. Watch for profit taking. Now, I drew these rough lines on my chart, and look, must not have been off too much. What is it doing? It's pausing right there at that level, which is, what is that level? 1975. Is that what that is? Something like that. Yep, around the 1975.
Uncharted territory.
Well, it's there. There's historical information. You just got to go back on a 4-year chart, 4-hour, a higher end chart, and scroll back and scroll back until you get the information that's available. All right. Look at that. Go. Well, the nice thing is also it's taking its time, so that reduces the likelihood of a halt to the upside. If it climbs.
Yeah, I would have
Or a
doubled my
big
account with that.
pullback. When it goes up, it comes flying back down, you know, it's not doing
Yep,
that.
right. It's got enough power to get energy to get up there.
Yeah, Mark, if I'd have stayed in that, I'd have had 5 for futures and 5 left over.
There you go.
But
Base hits.
yeah.
You never know.
That's right.
You never know the top. You never know the bottom, right? You just trade to trade. And
Invest on a nice magic 8-ball for us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's it every day.
look at that, breaking out of that regression channel. There it is. There's profit taken. There's why you
See, you talked
keep
that
your
up.
stop. All right. And look at that. I threw that line on there with from a 4-hour chart, and look where it stopped at, right?
Yeah, and $20 is such a number, you know?
Yep. Well, 1975. So, yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to have every even dollar is going to be psychological, right? I just popped some on the candles, just taking a bird's eye view. I didn't even tweak them. So, again, these are not going to be dead accurate as far as that goes, but there's going to be profit taken. Again, you got to watch it actually hit $20, right, for the high. So I know I can move this up here. If you're not in this trade, you wouldn't want to play with it unless it breaks and holds above the $20 mark. Again, and this is how people end up losing money, is that they try to jump in on something they hear somebody call out, and that's not called trading. That's called gambling, folks. We don't gamble here. We try to make educated decisions based on our indicators. We try to trust our indicators and our levels that we have drawn on our chart for historical levels. So there you go. Beautiful. Rest of the markets. I mean, what's that up? Somebody got their percent. I don't have the other. How much is that up? 700%. 700%. $100 would make you 700. Wow. $18. $18 gain from its open this morning. Around $2. 200.
At it earlier, thinking, God, if I put $2,000 in there this morning when we first came in, at that point when I looked at it, it would have been a $20,000 gain.
Yep.
Yeah, I got hit at 606 is where I had it.
I
Yeah.
got in at $8, I think. Let's see. Oops, wrong one. I think I got in at $8.
All right.
And
Let's.
I was hesitant, but then I thought, you know what? I think it's one of those ones that's gonna go all day, you know, just the way it was moving. Yeah, $8.06 I got in that.
You should be able to hear the desktop audio now. TikTok, just listening basically through my speaker, through my iPad. Okay. Muffled. Could be. All right, TikTok, what do we got over there? Here, let me, for those of you who weren't aware, I'm sure you were, but let me share these promos here with you again. We do have a promotions going on here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. We have our Diamond Lifetime. That's our all-inclusive, top of the line, everything that we've ever created membership for lifetime for $10,000 one-time payment. However, during the promotion, you could make two $5,000 payment. That gives you lifetime memberships to trade stock options, crypto, futures, anything that we've already created gives you instant access to all those trainings. And anything that we may create, and we will create and release, which we do have some new things coming out here shortly. Never ever pay again. One-time payment, one and done, unless you want to make two payments of $5,000 each. We also have our VIP Gold, complete lifetime. Those are for $8,000. That's a combo plan of the two, VIP and Gold. For $8,000, you can make two payments on that if you like. Or you can get the VIP Lifetime and the Gold add-on for $4,000 each. And we also have the Futures Lifetime membership for $4,000 at two payments of $2,000 if that's how you would like to do it. MLGO did halt to the upside, or halted. Ooh, look at that. Holy cow, these little stocks are going nuts today. There's your UPXI pulling back. People took profits, right? So you can check out them promos. Go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com for further information. Let me tell you a little bit. Excuse me. Let me tell you a little bit more about American Dream Trading.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. You guys can sign up for a free Discord or one of our paid memberships. Our first paid membership that we have is a regular premium membership. With that, you guys will get access to our Zoom. Inside of our Zoom, you will have a live open microphone. You will get live training and trading starting at around 8:45 until market close every day at 4 p.m. when the market is open. You guys will also receive the hot stock pick, the pre-market setup, where we go over strategic levels of certain key different stocks throughout the day you can use, and also at the opening of the bell. As a regular paid member, you will also get the IPO Center, so any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will get them first, plus all the videos on demand. We have around 11 videos to help you get started on your journey with us here at American Dream Trading. They'll go over things like day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, the wheel option strategy, our 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed from being in the stock market over 33 years. When you're ready to step it up, you can join our VIP membership. By the way, the premium membership starts at $200 a month. The VIP membership starts at $500 a month. With the VIP membership, you guys will get access to early training and trading starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of access to us with some of our self-made millionaires, mentors. And then you'll get training with me starting around 8 o'clock every single day. You guys will get the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put on a workshop class once per month. You will get all of the previous workshop classes and any future workshop classes as long as you're a paid member. You'll also get all the VIP training videos. We have over 50 beginner and advanced videos to help your journey. We also have the TradingView indicators. These are an overlay indicator system that goes on top of TradingView. It will require a subscription, which is about $15 a month. This is my 2-minute EWO strategy. You guys can use this with stock, options, futures, and crypto. If you're a VIP member and you want to step it up to our highest level that we have right now, which is VIP Gold, you can do that for an additional $250 a month. Now, with all of our services, you can buy monthly, quarterly, semi-quarterly, or annual, and sometimes we have lifetime deals on these, so make sure you guys are watching for deals. With the VIP Gold, you guys are going to get all the mastermind classes for free, and we have another one coming up. I will let you know when that is coming. You'll also get 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and look at your systems and help you get set up with your charts, etc. This is not a one-on-one, but this is to help you get started if you need it. We also have weekend training every Saturday at 11 a.m. If you guys have busy lives and schedules and your jobs, right, are always in the way of you trying to get training, well, we have weekend training. We also have the VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support. We have our news service where we're giving daily and weekly outlooks of the news. We also have breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. with our other self-made millionaires and mentors, so make sure you guys check that out. Everything inside of the VIP room is recorded, so all of these sessions are recorded for you, including all the training that I had mentioned before. You can catch all of this in the replays only for VIP Gold members, so if you have busy lives, everything is recorded for you. Of course, we have other things inside of the VIP Gold, like the 90-day challenge, the debt-free challenge, where we're helping you to become debt-free, and our brand new in beta live Apple chat, where you guys can watch one of our moderators, David over there, live trade Apple with the 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed. He has made currently at this time, as of December 2024, he is over $320,000 in profits that he has made using this strategy over the last 2 years. We also have our brand new futures membership. You guys will start getting training for futures from noon to 4 p.m. every day, and all the training videos, terminology, everything you need to get started in futures with our futures membership. With the futures membership, you guys also get the TradingView indicators. So those are only available to VIP and futures members. Some of our a la carte services you guys can get, you can get a one-on-one with a moderator. We have all of our training videos, like the mastermind classes, how to grow a small account part 1 and 2 when it's released, but you guys can buy those from our website. You guys can also get inside of our mentorship program. Our mentorship program is $500 a month. You will sit with me every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for an hour in a small, intimate group where we can go over larger items or just get you kickstarted, right? Can be IRAs, 401ks, SEP, anything you guys want to talk about, swing trading, day trading, right? Anything that you guys want to get inside of that room. It's just like having a one-on-one with me every single week. And again, those are all of our products and services you guys can get at any time by going to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Back on. There we go. Now it's going. There's so many daggone buttons. This boomer's got so many buttons he's got to push. I got a Stream Deck. I'm going to fix that problem today, so I can only push one button and it takes care of it all, which is why I bought that little box. So anyway, Apple, what do we got going on? How'd the Apple gang handle that chop there today, David, if you're available to talk? If not, if you're in a trade, that's fine.
Yeah, a bunch of chop. We're still in the pre-market channel, so we've been taking nothing but a bunch of little scalps off the channels that we designated in the morning.
Cool. And that's what you call channel trading. When I say we'll make money when the market goes up, we'll make money when the market goes down, and we could even make money when the market goes sideways. In Apple's case, well, you can't make money in that. Well, you most certainly can. They have identified channels that this thing's moving in, and you can trade in that. Does it look real pretty right now? Well, no, not to your eye, but to a trained eye, yes, it does. You know, there's been nice, been into Teslas and those that come down. AMD is bouncing off that bottom, trying to swing, broke above VWAP on a 2-minute chart. Is it trying to break and hold above that as it approaches a regression channel, which is a double chop up there also? Be careful with AMD on that. But there is a little bit of a move to the upside. We are in a first green EWO bar on AMD. Again, it's got to break through this this top here, this big heavy line of resistance. So make sure you're being careful there on that play. Amazon, it's kind of doing the same thing. It's all sneaking around down here at the bottom. Again, does that mean the market's going to turn around? No, I don't mean that at all. It's toying with the idea as we speak. But again, trade to trade that's in front of you. IWM's hanging out, the small caps, not real impressive. Mara, Bitcoin was up this morning, is it not? Bitcoin's up 3.65%, 88,270. Our crypto members are probably enjoying capitalizing on that. We do have a crypto membership where you can learn to trade all kinds of crypto, not just Bitcoin or Ethereum. There's all these other little coins that you can trade that I have no idea what they are because I don't play in anything other than that. But they will provide you training on and how to over there in that crypto membership. Head on over to American Dream Trading. If you love crypto trading, that's the place to be. Get some highly qualified moderators over there and members discussing crypto up to 24 hours a day. I don't think they ever sleep. I'm a futures trader myself now here, American Dream Trading, which we're live from 2 to 4. I love that, but we can only trade 23 hours a day. So, and the crypto guys like to point that out. So, but that's okay. To each his own, and futures is my jam right now. Others like trading stocks. Boy, I'll tell you what, be hard pressed to find a better play than that today, huh? 700%. Is there anything else in the market that's went up 700%? I don't know exactly where it's at the moment. It's up 640% as we speak. UPXI, hot stock pick, UPXI, changing people's accounts here at AmericanDreamTrading.com because they were in this when it was back when it was $2 a share this morning. Bang, look at that. Woo! I don't know, people. Do I need to point out that, Mark's filling in moderating today? I don't know. Seems to me people's accounts are getting changed today. I don't know. I don't want to think more highly of myself than I should. I'm just saying. It's more scientific proof. I know it's a short-term study, and you should be careful with short-term studies, but we'll see. Just another data point in that study. SPY hanging out down there at the bottom. 515.09 bounce. Well, I don't know if I'd call it a bounce, but it did, kind of, I guess. Maybe kind of a thud. Kind of how I bounce when I fall, trip and fall, laying on the floor.
516.20 is kind of a balancing point from before.
Okay. Thank you. Again, this is on a 2-minute chart. Breaking back up from the level that it held at, that it consolidated here. Again, you want to see break and hold above here. If you get a break and hold above here, there's some room to play that on a 2-minute chart between here and VWAP, right? If it would have the energy to do so. So yes, I would do the break and hold. Thank you. But again, you have to make decisions based on your training and education on how to handle these. There is a gold breakout room today at noon, correct?
I thought he said 11:30. He was gonna do it like an extra 30 minutes.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Richard will be having a master class for our gold members over there in the gold breakout room. And there's your break to an upward there. Could you trade that? Yep, you could, right? Little bit of momentum. Again, anything that breaks on the way down, it's got to break back up through, push back up through. You know, right now, if you look across, even though there's not a line, you can see where the top of these candles we're at during this consolidation back here, 10 o'clock. So, it's going to just naturally hang out maybe, right? Hopefully it'll break through and move upward on that. Apple, AMD, Amazon, they're all kind of moving the same trajectory. All your big seven are trying to move up in the same way. And of course, SPY is reflecting that, right? And the NASDAQ, let's take a quick peek at the NASDAQ down here. So, I don't know, you'd ask our members today what's their favorite color. I think their favorite color on their chart today would have been red, right? Because red made them green. And look at that. Look at this old line I got on my chart here. Huh, amazing. Look at that. I didn't do this today. That's been on there for who knows how long. I used to trade the Qs extensively. It was one of my favorite things to trade, and I haven't for quite a while, but that's obviously an old line on my chart, and look how it bounced off that. Historical levels matter, folks. Make sure you have your charts charted out. If you got time to sit there and stare at a screen not trading, you have time to do some charts. So you may be asking yourself, well, Mark, how do you know all these things are moving up at the same time? Well, because I have multiple screens. See, and I have these little mini charts on here on one of my screens, and I can look like that. And I can see everything happening all at the same time as it's happening, in this case, with the big boy ones here. You can do the same thing. You can split your screens into multiple screens. This is Weeble, my Weeble, and you can split up charts. All these softwares, you can do all kinds of amazing things. You can take one chart, split it into many, or do like that. I did there, individual charts. Is that more work? Yeah, it's just kind of the view I wanted. So I can do a quick reference up there. I can see when EWOs are starting. It was my initial purpose of doing that, and it works pretty good. Actually do the same thing when I'm trading futures. I have a page just for futures trading that has a similar thing on the top ones I like to trade. It helps me do a quick glance. Because sometimes you'll miss out on an EWO starting if you have just that one screen. See that, you got to sit here and keep clicking tabs, and sometimes you can miss out. So there is some advantages to multiple screens. Do you have to have multiple screens to trade? Of course not. But, computer monitors and guitars, I run on the theory, plus one more, just plus one more, right? We like our toys, so never have enough guitars. There we go. Even the IWM gave a feeble attempt to break out. Meta's the only one that doesn't want to participate here today. It's staying down there. Microsoft getting a little tiny low energy bounce, as is NVIDIA. They're all having pretty much the same bounce right now as they try to retest going upward. But remember, folks, what is the trend? The trend is to the downside, and the trend is your friend. If you try to trade against the trend, you're liable to get hurt. So anyway, again, for those of you who are wondering where Coach is at, he's taking care of some personal business, so I am filling in today. I am Mark McSee, one of the 20 moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. I will be live again starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time today from 2 to 4 with the Futures Education and Training Program. That's my jam. That's where I hang out when I'm not filling in for Coach. And then our third live feed of each day would be our aftermarket show on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading with Dawn. That starts at 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday also. So you have 3 opportunities to watch us live every single day and participate them. And upon conclusion of each and every one of those live broadcasts, they're available for immediate replay over on our YouTube channel. So if you missed one, check it out. Hey, if you've never been to the aftermarket show, I highly encourage you to go to it. If nothing else, at least go watch it on our YouTube channel. Watch the replays. You'll see what a different type of program that is. They have a lot of fun over there. It's just a different, relaxed, totally different. It's aftermarket. We're not trading at that time, even though we can trade in the aftermarket, and we do occasionally. There's Soxel on that nice bounce. That's about the best Soxel's looked right here lately. That had a little upward swing. SPY just kind of, where did Palm say, right? Look what happened. Pretty much dead on. Right here's them levels here too, right? See how these, even though I don't have a line, I can look behind me and see what's going on here, right? And what did it do? Kind of came up that same spot. It's like, I don't think so. Rejected. Now it may go back up and retest, but again, the trend is down, so you shouldn't really expect a whole lot of different. If it does go to the upside, well then, so be it. We will play wherever it goes. We will trade the trade in front of us. UPXI, is it running out of steam for the day? Well, kind of looks that way, right now, but there you go. That had to be the trade of the day. Small stock. Call that a penny stock at $2 up to 20. You never know. You never where they're going to go. I remember probably the greatest single penny stock trade I was in was T-Non. It went from, what was it, $3 or $4 up to $130 and then dived. We rode that baby all the way up. I mean, it was literally minutes. It wasn't even that long of a trade. And we rode that from $3 or whatever it was at the time up to $130 and cashed out before it dropped all the way. A lot of members make money. I'll never forget that day. That was the biggest single stock trade I ever had on a penny stock, as you can imagine. Did very well that day. Came just short of making 5 figures on that. Just short.
Yeah, remember that day too, Mr. Moore?
Yeah, we were all in there. That was one exciting day. Not a lot of trades I remember because I'm day to day. I can't even tell you what I traded last Thursday, really. But I do remember there's a few things. My first biggest loss ever, that I was curled up in a ball for 3 days. I about wrecked my account. I remember that one. I remember the biggest single trade that I ever had, gain in one day at that time. That when I first started. I've since eclipsed that, but I remember that very vividly. And I remember that little penny stock, that T-Non, T-N-O-N, when it went from $3 to $4 to 130. That was a very exciting day. Now, over the years, I have grown in my ability, my training, and my understanding, my execution of trades. So obviously, well, not obviously, but my income has reflected that training and education. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You know, join American Dream Trading, and you too could be driving a Maserati next week or a Lambo. Now, can them things happen? Well, yeah, sure, it can happen. We have members in here making $1 million in a day. We got one in here, one of our moderators makes that on a good day, making that on a regular basis now, right? But his account size he can trade it because of his account size. Can I make that much money as he does in that same day? Nope. Why? Because my account size is not the same as his, right? I don't have the dollars to trade that. However, if I and him would enter the trade at the same time and get out at the same time, we would still make the same percentage gains on our account, right? Just the dollar amounts. You start out making $5 and $10, right? That's how you build your account over time, right? My account is larger now than it was when I first started, right? So I can do little larger trades than I could 3 years ago, right? 2.5 years ago. So you build your account base hits at a time. You're not here to make a bazillion dollars. It's not going to happen. You learn the coach's techniques. You come in, show up every day, listen to the sound of coach's voice, what he's trying to teach you. You hang around here, sit in front of here and listen as much as you can. Take notes, ask questions, take notes, ask questions. As a matter of fact, when you join American Dream Trading, we tell you don't even fund an account. We don't want you trading. When you first come in here, we want you to give you the education. That's what differentiates us from those call out groups, right? What happens when that call out guy goes away? Now what do? You don't have anybody telling you buy XYZ, sell XYZ, right? Now you have no skill. Well, we take this the opposite approach to that here at americadreamtrading.com. We will want to educate you so that over time you develop a skill. That's right, a skill that nobody can ever take away from you. Not even coach could take away your skill once he teaches it, right? And you learn and you build upon principle on principle. Why do you want somebody telling you when to buy and sell? You don't learn anything. I would rather make my own decisions in life. Would you not? Right? Of course, then I got married, so that kind of shoots that theory down, doesn't it? That's another story. But anyway, as far as trading goes, right? We will help you develop a skill over time to decide when to get into trades, when to get out of trades, evaluate stock charts, how to chart stocks, right? So that you learn how to do all these things, how to use indicators. What does those indicators tell you, right? There's a lot of stuff on this screen, right? And you could put 1,000 indicators on your chart if that's what you want to do, but you'll end up suffering analysis paralysis. So we try to keep it simple. It's your chart. You can put whatever you want on it, but using coaches' indicators, that's all I need, right? Do I occasionally put other things on there? Yeah, once in a blue moon, but this is all I use day in and day out. Looks like a lot of busyness going on here. Looks like a whole novel, but this novel is telling me a lot, whether it's a good time to enter the trade or exit the trade. Make all my decisions using Coaches 2.0 indicators, version 3, soon to be released, a new and improved version, right? So but I got to understand what are all these things telling me? What's these indicators? How do they relate to each other? How do my historical levels work? This is all I need. I love this thing. This is, we can't promise you results, right? And we never will. Do people come and join American Dream Trading and fail? Yep, every week. We have people come in here and blow up their accounts because they don't want to listen to the sound of Coach's voice. If you think you're going to buy a membership and come in here and become a bazillionaire and do things your own way, well, we would just assume you don't buy a membership. Keep your money, go on vacation or whatever with it. But if you really want to have a life-changing experience and develop a skill that you can do like I do, I've been doing this for 2.5 years full time. This is my source of income, day trading. I don't hold nothing overnight, nothing. And I'm not a long-term investor. I'm a day trader. I'm here to get the money that I can get while I can get it, get out, put it in my bank account, wash my hands of that stock, move on to a different one if that's what I want to do, right? I have freedom of time. That's something you can't put a value on. If I don't want to trade today, I don't. If I want to trade now and say 11 o'clock, I'm done, I'm just going to be done for the day, right? Whatever, right? That's the freedom. But this is not easy, right? It takes time to develop this skill, right? 90 to 95% of day traders fail in the first 1 to 2 years. That's a proven statistic, just not something I just spewed out of my pie hole. You can go Google it yourself if you don't believe us. Go Google it. There's multiple studies have been done on it. And the reason is because they don't have a mentor. They don't have anybody who can ask questions. They're trying to do it on their own. Day trading can be a very, very lonely thing. If you want to be cooped up in a bedroom, or in my case, in the basement, right? I'm down here, sitting here looking at 5 monitors right now, right? It's very lonely. You don't have a community of people that you can talk to, lean on, ask questions, right? Get training on a daily basis. I don't know how anybody does it. I can't imagine doing this on your own. Well, statistics prove that out, right? No sense of community, no mentorship, nobody to talk to, nobody to ask questions. And that's what we do here at American Dream Trading. We provide you the mentorship with Coach and our other training moderators. We provide you with a community that's unmatched by anyone on the internet. I've never belonged to anything like this in my life. It's just unreal. Everybody in this community really desires to see each other succeed, and we go out of our way to help each other. When somebody's down, we try to lift them up, right? It's just unbelievable. It's, you always hear that cliche, oh, it's like family here. Well, it kind of is. I mean, I hate that word because that's all I heard in the factory all my life, right? Oh, we're like family. No, you're not. Are you going to pay my bills if I miss a payment? No. Well, you ain't my family, right? You're going to come visit me? No. You invite me over for dinner? No. Well, you ain't my family, right? This really is just something different. People come for the training and education. They literally stay for our community. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, and you can't even put a value on that. But these are the things that help you keep going day after day. We have people in here learning. We have people in here struggling every day, right? They're hanging in there though, right? They're waiting for that time. It took me probably 10 months for that light bulb to go off. I was successful though my first year, and I have been since then. But it was still, it was like a 10-month period, and boink, the light bulb went off and the heavens opened up and the light shined down, and right? Doves flew everywhere till that light bulb moment went off. And I remember that. And it was about a 10-month period. So everybody learns at a different pace.
Yours is here for 30 minutes, an hour
Nope.
a day, and bouncing in.
I am here for a minimum of 12 hours per day, literally. We start early in the morning and we don't finish up till 4 o'clock. Well, matter of fact, last night I was trading last night, right, in the futures market. So we can trade 23 hours a day. Yeah, you got to put the time in. It's not a get rich quick. Any skill worth having is worth putting the time and investment, sweat equity, and the learning into, right? So check us out. Go over to americadreamtrading.com and check us out. Go ahead, go ahead, C-Mac.
They might sound horrible to, someone first starting, but then you find once they're in here, you don't want to be anywhere else. You
Yeah.
Weekend, like you don't
Yeah.
be in here. 12 hours is nothing.
Yeah, it's because we love it, right? We love it. It's not that I'm sitting there for 12 hours a day, right? Because I worked 12-hour days all my life in a factory, right? Supervise, management, but so I was actually 14 hours a day, but that's beside the point. There ain't nothing.
You know what? You know what really helped me start increasing my screen time and my chair time and being here in the room was I started getting my mind together and I started setting out all these lists around the house and I started knocking out these little tasks here and there and here. And man, all of a sudden, instead of running around the city all day doing stuff, I'm sitting here learning something every day.
That's right. I mean, we've had people come in here. One of the things is don't break coach's rules. I can guarantee you one thing, and I can't guarantee you one thing. I can't guarantee your financial success. However, I can guarantee your financial ruin. What? That ain't much of a guarantee for a company. I can guarantee it. I can unequivocally say if you come in here with a bunch of money and you don't listen to the sound of coach's voice and you don't follow coach's rules, you will fail. So I played coach's rules earlier today in this broadcast. If you can't follow coach's simple rules, and there's only 7 or 8 of them, right? You will fail every time. Every time I lose money, generally it's because I broke one of coach's rules. They're there to preserve your account, right? Yep. Exactly. That Frank Sinatra song, that's not how we do it here. So I can guarantee you 100% your failure. I can't guarantee 100% your success because we can't force you to show up every day. We can't force you to put in the work, the training, the studying that's involved. We have no control when you click a mouse. We have no control whether you'll follow coach's rules. Working on yourself is the hardest part. That's the hardest battle of day trading. Anybody can trade. You could trade a 3-year-old to click a mouse, right?
How did you come up with those rules? Tell everybody that.
Because he lived them all, right? 33 years of experience, right? Yep.
Proven.
He developed it because he went through all that. I'm like, hey, this makes sense if I have this as a rule, right?
Right, so he's trying to save us all that pain.
Right. But we're human and we still break the rules. Why? This sounds so simple, right? It isn't.
What your parents tell you, you don't want to hear it. You know it all.
Yep.
So you don't.
Yep. Exactly. Well, the biggest loss I ever had, single trade I ever had, was because I broke probably half the rules in one trade. So anyway, if you're tired of just sitting there and not having success, right? Because you don't have a mentor, you don't have proper training, we can help you develop that skill. The success of it is into you embracing it, coming in with an open cup, listening to coach's rules. If you can do on it, the likelihood of you being more successful than not are greatly improved. Again, you have to work on you. That's one of the big things that we can't help you with. And you do learn those things over time. And the community and sharing with each other does help in that endeavor. So I do thank everybody for being here today. Again, my name is Mark McSee, one of the 20 moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Head on over to our website at AmericanDreamTrading.com and scroll down about halfway. You'll see our Discord where you can get in there and join our free Discord, get instant access to our stock lounge where you can communicate with other members of American Dream Trading, discuss stocks and ask questions, and much more. And while you're there, check out our memberships and our current promotions that are running. There is a handy dandy comparison chart over in our free Discord, and you can compare all those memberships on one little chart. So I thank you all for being here today. I was filling in for Coach. I thank him for entrusting me to do this today. We will see you same time, same bat channel tomorrow. Again, join us at 2 o'clock Eastern Time for the Futures Education and Training Program, and again at 5 for the Aftermarket Show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So glad you could be here today, and we just ask that you come back tomorrow. Make sure you have that notification clicked.